Imagine two taxpayers. Mr. A earns rupees 50 lakh, Mr. B earns rupees 50 lakh 1000. That's a difference of only rupees 1000. Now tell me, should Mr. B pay a little more tax or should his tax suddenly increases by more than rupees 1 lakh? If we think that's unfair of increases of rupees 1 lakh increase, then you are absolutely right. That's exactly why Income Tax Act provides marginal relief on surcharge. In this video, I will explain it with a practical example. Today we will understand how this provision protects taxpayers from an unfair increase in tax when their income just crosses the surcharge threshold limit. Namaskar friends, I am CA Ghanshyam Beura and you are watching CA Ghanshyam Explains. In today's video, we will answer 5 important questions. That is, what is surcharge? Why is marginal relief even required? How is marginal relief calculated? And how can you verify it using Excel? And finally, I will share one important practical point that every chartered accountant, cost accountant, company secretaries, or tax professionals, advocates, and taxpayers should know while computing marginal relief in cases involving capital gains and other special rate income. So, let's begin. Friends, we will first discuss what is surcharge. Now that we have understood why marginal relief is required because of surcharge, and what is surcharge? Many taxpayers think surcharge is another type of tax. That is not actually correct. Surcharge is not on your total income. Surcharge is on your tax only, not on your total income. Suppose your total income is 50 lakh, your tax is 10 lakh, and surcharge will be 1 lakh as a percentage of 10% on 10 lakh of tax of 10 lakh. Then income tax is calculated first and surcharge is calculated on that tax only, not on your income. When does surcharge apply actually? When does surcharge apply? Surcharge applied as per your income bracket. If your income is up to rupees 50 lakh, then there will be no surcharge applicable in your case. Surcharge applied once your income increases of 50 lakh rupees. From 50 lakh rupees to 1 crore, it is 10%, and from 1 crore to 2 crore, it's 15%, and from 2 crore to 5 crore, it's 25%, above 5 crore, it's 25% in new regime, and 37% in the case of old regime. And friends, some key surcharge exceptions are there. In the case of capital gains and dividend incomes, there is a special rate of 15% which is applicable irrespective of the income bracket. Income bracket means only applicable above once income is crosses 50 lakh rupees. However, it is applicable at the rate of 15%. Not at 10%, 15% or 25% as applicable in the case of 50 lakh, 1 crore or 2 crore. And cess will be calculated on your income tax plus surcharge, not on your income tax only. Then, what is marginal relief and why it is required? What is problem we faced so that marginal relief is required to save us? The marginal relief concept is actually very simple. Please remember this one sentence. the additional tax payable because of surcharge should never exceed the additional income earned over the surcharge threshold limit. Additional tax payable because of surcharge should never exceed the additional income earned over the surcharge threshold limit. Let's calculate the tax first, and then you will understand. As I told before, surcharge applicable from 50 lakh onwards, rupees onwards. So till 50 lakh surcharge is 0%. Above 50 lakh rupees, even 50 lakh 1000, it is 10% of surcharge. See, on 50 lakh rupees, tax is 10 lakh 80,000, cess is 43,200, and total tax is 11 lakh 23,200. However, your income increases just rupees 1000, then amounting to 50 lakh 1000 rupees, tax is almost same. However, surcharge is applicable so that 1 lakh 8,030 has been charged on your along with your income tax, and cess will be calculated on income tax and surcharge both, so that it will be 47,533, and total tax, surcharge and cess payable is 12,35,963 as per normal tax calculation without marginal relief. So what is the increase in tax? Increase in tax is 1,12,663. Increase in income is just rupees 1,000. However, increase in tax is 1,12,663. See the unfairness. So here marginal relief comes into play. The magic of marginal relief. Marginal relief is 1,11,663. How it is calculated? The one sentence, the additional tax payable because of surcharge. The additional tax payable because of surcharge should never exceed the additional income over the surcharge threshold limit. That means 50 लाख के ऊपर जो 1000, 2000, 3000 जो भी इंक्रीज हुआ है एडिशनल टैक्स, वो 50 लाख के ऊपर जो इनकम टैक्स जो टोटल इनकम इंक्रीज हुआ है उससे ज्यादा नहीं हो सकता है. So here is increase in income is 1000. So additional tax payable is limited to rupees 1000 only. So increase in tax will 1,12,063 minus 1,000. So marginal relief is 1,11,663, and marginal maximum tax payable after marginal relief is 11,24,200, which is just rupees 1,000 above what we have paid on 50 lakh rupees. So accordingly, 1 crore, 2 crore, the calculation is same. 1 crore and 1 crore 1,000. Increase in income tax is 1,34,519. However, it's limited to 1,000. So tax will be just 29,51,520 plus 1,000, 21,52,520. Marginal relief is 1,33,519. In the case of 2 crore and 2 crore 1 lakh, because of this 1,000 increase in tax is 5,80,710. However, marginal relief comes into play, and additional tax because of surcharge should never exceed the additional income over the surcharge threshold limit. So it's 1,000. So marginal relief is 5,79,710. So total maximum tax payable is 66,744,680. Now you understood the calculation and how it is limited up to some amount. So before relying on any software, always verify the tax computation whenever income is close to rupees 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore or 5 crore. Don't just look at the surcharge rate. First compute the tax correctly. If your income also included capital gains under section 111A, 112, 112A or dividend income, make sure you have applied the correct surcharge provisions applicable to those incomes. And I will make another video for the total income which included capital gains or dividend income. So only after arriving at the final tax liability should you determine whether marginal relief is available or not. That's the professional approach to tax computation. So quickly summarize the entire things. Before summarizing the things, another points to be noted. How we will get the marginal relief? Whether we have to file another form for getting the marginal relief? My answer is simply no. It's not required to file another form for getting the benefit of marginal relief, unlike under Section 189 relief. It will be calculated on its own in your ITR form. However, if it is calculated on its own, then why should I know about it? However, I will suggest one must know about his tax calculation before filing income tax return. Even if you have handed over to a professional, you should know about the provisions which avoided, due to which your income tax has been reduced. So let's quickly revise the points. Surcharge is calculated on income tax, not on total income. Marginal relief prevents an unfair increase in the tax. Marginal relief applies at 50 lakh, 1 crore, 2 crore and 5 crore. So no separate form is required. Always compute the correct tax first and then file the return. And then check the marginal relief also. And another point, that point has been escaped from my mind. Okay, let me correct first. So friend, the marginal relief on surcharge almost completed. And before I conclude, I have to say just 1 to 3 points. That I have other videos on marginal relief under Section 87A and Section 89 relief also, and income tax computations in Excel. So I will upload the same things in my next videos. And if you want videos on capital gains included in total income and marginal relief how marginal relief is calculated on that income, please mention it in the comment and I will quickly make a video and upload it. So thanks a lot. I am Sheikh Ghanshyam Mehra and this is Sheikh Ghanshyam Explains, where we simplify taxation, accounting and business one concept at a time. And I will see you in the next video very soon.